G'day skate champions and welcome to Skatember Day 6. I'm here at Melrose Skate Park for one reason, and that is the nice little low ledge for me to practice today's trick. And I'm going for the Fakie 50-50 and just trying to get out of it however I can. I definitely struggled at first, never done this trick, don't have a lot of experience with ledges. And also wearing new shoes, which are my Vans Skater Pros. I bought these ages ago and just been wearing them as casual shoes, but had to move up to something new that didn't have giant holes in it. We kept it the Fakie ollies to 50-50. Biggest issue I was having was just kind of getting my positioning right. And then once I got that and I was locking in, it was what to do to get out of it. And I was trying to get off the end, but couldn't quite get it. So I then started working on trying to get out with just like a pivot or a 180. Not exactly a 180 ollie, just a pivot out. But that was probably my best attempt at the end there to get out of it with that pivot. A little bit sketchy, but I'm pretty happy to get that trick. I'm happy that I practiced my Fakie ollies the other day. So yeah, we're going to crack on and keep moving on with Skatember. Alright dudes, day 7, Flatground Nollie. I'm not really sure which one I'm going to put on Instagram today because I don't have a lot to choose from. So we'll just try a few variations of different Nollie tricks and see how we go. Nollie is definitely a good way to start using both sides of your brain. Started working just on the standard Nollie with great difficulty. Trying to remember to use my left leg to drag up and bring the board up. Then worked on the Nollie front shove and the Nollie back shove. When rotating in front of me, that was a little bit more difficult. And one of those is definitely going to be my cleanest for Instagram. But I also worked on the Nollie 180, which is a brand spanking new trick for me. And I got a couple of those, which was pretty interesting, pretty good. I also went for the Nollie 360 shove at the end there. A little bit out of my reach right now, but yeah, not a bad day to spend just working on your Nollie stuff. So let's keep cracking with Skatember. All right, legends, day 8. It is transition backside. Mikhail and I are here at North Gate Skate Park, and there's a nice, I think it's 3.5 to 4 foot quarter with pretty good protruding coping. So it's going to be a pretty good challenge. We'll just see what backside tricks I can get done. I was quick to realise that the trick I wanted to try today was the backside rock and roll. And that's because the transition here, as I said, it's a bit higher than my local, and the coping being more complex than I'm used to. And not only did I want to get the rock and roll, but I wanted to make sure that I rocked and owned that rock properly, like my rock to fakies, before coming back around backside with the rock and roll. Mikhail and I were constantly talking about physics, body weight, speed, and a number of variables that were affecting each attempt. The biggest issue being that I would usually do my rock and rolls where my back wheels were still inside and touching the transition, but the rock would remove that comfort zone. I had to learn how to kind of get the timing for the rotation as I came back in off that rock. Quite the challenge today, but some of the best rock and rolls that I think I've got ever. So super stoked with today's efforts. We just keep moving on into Skatember. Day 9 tomorrow. Let's go. Day 9, ledge rail, frontside. I'm out here at Zilmia Skate Park, and there's a ledge right here, which I'm gonna give frontside 50-50s a go. I don't do these very often. In fact, if I ever do them on like tiny little things, so this is probably the highest one I've ever got. It's going to be a very, very good challenge, like every day in Skatember. Let's get stuck in. Just started with a little temperature test, just seeing if I could ollie up onto the actual platform, which I passed, which was a huge relief. And then I got stuck into it, and to be honest, I had about 1,000 tries, which I'm not going to show you all of them, of course. I just started experimenting with the angle that I was coming in at, and most of my failed attempts involved not getting my back wheels up onto the platform. And if I did get up and over, I just rolled onto the platform, which was a pretty good morale and confidence boost. As hard as I tried, I just couldn't get locked in. I did eventually get one, but then changed my angle completely to straight on. And it's crazy to think how just an ollie with a little bit of movement, not too high, just played mind games with me. I did just keep thinking that if this was like a couple of centimeters shorter, I would have had it ages earlier. But I don't know if that was actually true at all. But once I got one, I got a few more after that, which I was super, super pleased with. This is definitely one of those breakout days in Skatember for me where I haven't had enough experience with ledges, where I've been able to just practice and practice this trick. So today just really gave me that time to just get a little bit more comfortable with it, actually land it, and yeah, I'm so stoked about this day. Let's move on to tomorrow. Thanks, legends. All right, day 10, flat ground switch. Probably the hardest of the flat ground for me. because it's just super awkward. It's relearning skateboarding, really. So let's get stuck in with whatever I can do. I knew this was going to be like learning skateboarding all over again, so I worked on my tic-tacs and switch pushing, and then tried a handful of just switch ollies with a mixed bag of results. Even when they were good, they weren't that good. It's hard just getting that momentum going forward rather than the nollie, which is kind of going with you. Yeah, you've really got to take it with you. Then moved on to the switch frontside 180s, and I got a couple that kind of went sort of 90 degrees and then revert round. Then a handful that were going 180, but I wasn't rolling away with it because obviously I didn't have the speed or bending the knees correctly to kind of absorb the roll away. But I also tried some switch shove-its, and I was surprised at how well I did with the rotation. I just couldn't quite get both feet on, or it would kind of flip the board. So yeah, something new there, but I've got to keep working at it. Another great Skatember day down, done and dusted. Hope you guys enjoyed the 6 to 10 compilation I just put together. I'm really enjoying myself putting them on Instagram and then putting these videos together. I'm also thoroughly enjoying everybody's Instagram posts and YouTube videos. You guys are killing it out there. Good luck for the rest of the Skatember, and let's keep cracking on. So it's going to be a good challenge, and anything transition background. I started so well with that. Instagram and YouTube. Nollie, why do I stuff it up so much? Next couple of days,